Hello, what is up? I'm back with a March reading. Today, this reading is going to be for Cancers for the whole month of March. So, I've already pre-shuffled some oracle cards, and I just want to thank you for being here, for watching this. The angels, the guides, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's jump right into it. So, the first card that we got is going to be this portal card. It says, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card here. This is a really beautiful card. So this card talks about you working really hard for something, and you are ready to walk through the door and reap the rewards of something that you've truly been working towards. So maybe this is a promotion in your job. Maybe this is a new hobby that you are really buckling down on, but your effort does not go unnoticed. Just keep trekking along on this. There is some sort of resistance energy around it though, because we also have this loosening your grip. So coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. And this card talks about you really needing to relinquish control over a situation. So yes, you have been working really hard towards something, but there's also this energy behind it where you want to control the outcome so bad, and it's like the universe is here bringing the door for you to walk through. But if you are constantly concerned about when it's going to happen, you're gonna only push it farther away from you. So really try to, like, your thoughts are so powerful right now that it's almost like they're getting in the way of the abundant nature that is destined for you. The reward is coming, but there's some sort of like friction behind your thought space that is causing it to be delayed. And you also have the card the void. So stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb here. You see how it's just a little speck in this giant vast universe, and that's truly all that we are. You know, everything in this reality is happening for us, not to us. And sometimes we create all of these thoughts in our minds, and we create all of these experiences based off of our negative thoughts. But if you just stop and understand that you are a soul being in this universe, and that you are going to experience a lot of different situations that are a part of your soul growth, that alone is going to help you be able to navigate things in a much more steady way, that's going to make sense to you, and you won't feel like you need to control the outcome so much. You know, you'll just realize and recognize that the spirit has your back no matter what, your guides have your back no matter what, and you don't need to worry about the next step that's going to happen. Just keep doing things that are, you know, satisfying to you and that are emotionally fulfilling to you. So let's keep moving along. Let's see what the tarot has for you for the month of March. Let's see. Great cosmic womb. Oh. Yeah, success is like knocking on your door. Rewards are ready to enter into your life. Ain't that amazing? Ain't that amazing? That's right. That's right. I know that's right, Spirit. Whoa. Let's just take it. Okay. So, we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, which is the Cancer card. So, keep that in mind over here. So, the first card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles here. So, Knights in the tarot are really here to deliver something. He is the only knight in the tarot that is actually not moving. But this is a Pentacles, which is all about earth energy, groundedness, and abundance. So there's some sort of abundance reward that does want to be presented and offered to you. And it was also paired with the Four of Wands here, which is all about like marriage, commitment, success, some sort of celebration. They are running down to the altar. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to mean it's going to be with another person, although it can be, but maybe this is also like something you're celebrating within yourself, some sort of like new profound awareness and reward on something that you've been working really hard towards. You've been thinking like, man, it's probably not going to work out for me. I don't really know if I should like continue doing this, but there is progress and like steady progression being made here about the situation. And then you also have the Queen of Swords here. Now, the Queen of Swords talks about logic. You know, this is a very decisive energy, and sometimes it can be really cold as well. Swords in the tarot represent air, which is like thought space here. So Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini signs. And it's not really facing the direction of these cards here. You know, it's kind of like off in its own thing over here. So there's some sort of disconnect, like maybe you need to be more decisive about making better decisions that are going to be fulfilling to you in the long run. Or there's some sort of cold person or energy that you are connecting with that is not really allowing for your abundance to come into fruition here, because we also have the Five of Swords here, which talks a lot about like conflict and argument. You know, this is somebody who's like done with battle, like clearly stealing a sword and fighting from it. And again, you could be dealing with Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, because we also have the Eight of Swords here. The Six of Swords, and this talks about moving on to calmer waters and kind of like going away from a situation. So maybe there's like this conflict energy that you're moving away from, that you no longer want to be a part of, and there's a new direction that you want to take, something that really lights you up, and some sort of passion. You know, there's also like some deep-rooted shadows here, and again, maybe this talks about like this density and addiction that you've been dealing with, that maybe you want to clear the surface for, and that you're done, and it's really been like a burden on your back, you know. So whatever this like burden is that you've been facing, it's a part of your destiny, but also the cycle is over. So keep that in mind. Like, the moon is Aquarius card, so maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius, or you have that in your chart, but there's like a shadow that is being illuminated right now, and some sort of like serious ending that you're ready to just like release and let go of. And it has to do with like this like negative, like cold energy, and maybe you've already left it in the past, you know, because again, we had the Chariot card here at the bottom of the deck, and the Chariot is all about a vehicle moving from something, like moving away from something, headed somewhere else, And this is the Cancer card. So this is probably your energy here where you're like ready to just like move on, and the doors are opening right now. The doors are opening for you to experience something new that is so much more rewarding and fulfilling and leads to commitment and success and long-term fulfillment, you know? So I really think that Spirit wants to bring you a new playful adventure. Maybe this just has to do with your thought space. Like maybe you are always in constant like battles within your head, like this light and dark battle where you feel like, you know, during the day you feel really great, and maybe at night you're starting to have like self-limiting beliefs about whatever new project that you're starting that could actually be really abundant for you. Or this can be with a person, you know, maybe sometimes it goes really well, and then other times it doesn't really go really well, and you're kind of in this like conflict energy and like back and forthness, like should I stay, should I go, you know, do I walk away from this? But I would say if you are arguing and something doesn't feel right for you, it's okay to walk away from a situation. Maybe you've been burdened in the past and you're ready to release it, and that's what the Ten of Wands is all about. Like there's this burden on this person's back here. They've been holding the weight of something and they're really tired and ready to just like drop it, you know. They no longer want to be carrying these like wands anymore. And so maybe you just don't want to be carrying this like burden, you know, and somehow, some way it can be like kind of addicting, you know. Sometimes sometimes people thrive in like chaotic situations and it gives them more purpose, they feel like. But I can tell you right now, trying to fix other people is not going to be the way to solve your problems. You know, you really got to learn how to put yourself first and dive into things that truly make you happy. And maybe that's part of the shadow that you need to like recognize within yourself, because there's something here that you're doing, that you're thinking, that you're connected with, that needs to be released, and it causes a lot of burden on you. And maybe sometimes you feel really good and other times you don't feel really good, but we want to aim for, you know, feeling great all the time. So let's see if we have one more message, and then we will conclude our reading. Let's see, let's use these right here. I'm feeling like doing this. I'm feeling like using these cards. Having self-limiting beliefs or people around you that don't believe in you only pushes the things that are meant for you farther and farther away. So clock that. Clock that energy. Leave the baggage at the door, honey. Carry on to the next. Okay, Green Tarot popped out first, so I'll take her. Green Tarot. Supreme protection. But you are protected. The cords are being cut and move beyond limitation and trust. Well, this is not what I was just talking about. I was literally just talking about this. There is a limitation, a self-limiting belief, and you need to trust in yourself that you are protected to leave those thought space, leave that person, leave the thing that is bogging you down, that is making you feel like over it. And you are so protected right now. You got this, you know. The cords are being cut. We all have energetic cords to each other whenever we form relationships with people, and just know that things are being cut right now. So if this is a coworker, a family member, a loved one, there is, or even yourself, you are protected to walk away and leave situation, self-limiting beliefs in the past, because you deserve it. Abundance is yours. So I know that you got this, and I'll catch you on the next reading. Have a great rest of March.